Captain Nik Spires received an enticing offer from the Cartographers Guild for his crew to explore and chart the fabled land of Shinnigan. With JD and Dimitri's help, he negotiated a better deal for them and picked up 2 new crew members from the guild in Oswald Hayward and Clara. The crew assisted with the removal of a few drunken pirates from the Lazy Koala, after which JD had to keep his anger in check in seeing a few members of the Clockwork Corporation. Following that, Barnabus, JD and Captain Nik went to the Wells surgery and recruited Dr. Harriet Wells and Nurse Patrick Jarvis. When everyone returned to the Nimbus, the captain was greeted by the quartermaster, John, who let him know how many people chose to leave. And we returned to the deck of the skyship, where Captain Nik and his crew were thinking of people who could be recruited to join the crew and replace the missing, to replace the members that they lost, or even bulk out the crew. Captain Nik the quartermaster has gone round you all, and after thinking last time, you put forward some recommendations. These have all been passed to Captain Nik to have a read through and make some decisions, as well as he's had some thoughts of his own as well. So we'll start with you, Captain Nik. What do you want to do?
Well, based on my role and the ones that you've given me, right, I probably would go for pretty much all of them, because I would know them. So if I was thinking that they would make good on my crew, then I would know and have known of them for a while.
So some of them on the list you may not know.
Right, then
list from the crew, you may have to ask them some questions.
Yes.
So, for example, there's a couple that were put forward from Eddy that you may not have met. So you wouldn't have met James or Bob. Ember Stokes, you have met her before. Has been put forward by Lottie.
Right. I want vibes. What sort of vibes am I getting from them?
Okay, so
We're going. That's why I wanted the insight thing.
Okay, so we looks like we'll be doing a series of roles, Captain. So, do you want to start with the ones you know, or the ones on the list that you may not know?
We'll just go with the ones that I've met.
The ones that you've met. So we'll start with Samuel Edwards. If you want to give me an insight on that one.
Do you want it in the tower, or...?
You can do it public. Any of these can be done in public. I do not mind.
Okay.
You can, because of how many people are recommending him, you can do it with advantage. Any that have been recommended by anyone else. Solid work ethic. He's a very good bouncer at the Steamy Clan. What else do you want to know about him on a 16?
I want to know if, ultimately, when it gets right down to it, I want to know if he would be trustworthy, basically.
So you would know from JD...
Ulterior motives from them, that sort of thing.
JD's known this guy many years and vouches for him, and you know that JD's word is, very reputable.
Yeah.
Good solid worker, good intentions, makes sure that, protects the Steamy Clan, and whoever he would work for, he would make sure that that place is running as well as he can help make it.
Okay. That's good enough for me, easy.
So, right, that is Sam. Okay. Right, next one. two in Dorica, we can do the ones in Tickson, but any that are not in the area, you will have to travel to.
That's fine.
Ty Jackson, that's the next one who you've seen fighting in the fight pit. He's almost beat Stubbs, almost.
What is their relationship?
I think they're the type of, like, he would get a drink with Stubbs. Like, give me an insight for him, actually. I did say if someone's vouching for him, which Ty is being vouched for by your boy Stubbs, you can have advantage for that one. Well, let's hope.
Oh, I'm back, baby. Look at them
You're
rolls.
back. Good solid worker, gets along well with Stubbs. Stubbs, anything you want to add for this guy, or?
Main right hook.
There you go.
Okay. Right, he's in.
Okay, so you've got that one in. Where are you on my spreadsheet? Right, next one.
Right. This is gonna be really awful, right? But I'm not bothered about any ones that Oswald is going to do because I don't know Oswald.
Okay. Chloe is being recommended by multiple people, but she may need persuasion in leaving. So you can give me an insight into Chloe with advantage.
For those of you that haven't often played with me, this is my average rolling.
I'm gonna say
pretty standard.
I'm gonna say
It's not a 1.
It's not a 1. It's not a 1. No. I am gonna say going forward for any of the others that you're asking for the insight rolls, if there's anyone who's vouching for them that you want them to do the insight rolls for you because it might be better, you can do so. But you do have a +8, so
No, it's got to be me. It has to be me.
Chloe's very bright. You've seen a rapier at her side and a pistol at her other side. Now he's not recommending her currently, but you know that Stubbs has had a bit of a pass with her. However, for who is recommending, I heard that, Vicky. For who is recommending her, Eddy, Lottie. Clara tells you, even though she's only just joined your crew, she tells you that that when Clara says when she was younger, that Chloe helped her train in how to use a fencing sword. So
right.
That's a little bit of information that you didn't, that you knew she had a rapier, but not, you know that she's very good at getting people to assist. She runs her own business. She's very work orientated. Always has.
She's a bartender.
She's a bartender, so like the thing that like Lottie wouldn't say that part, but Lottie would say that she's good with people to help if to boost crew morale and stuff like that. And also, if you do need someone to mix your drinks, you'd have Chloe.
Okay.
Is there any other questions that you would ask Lottie for what Lottie knows? Or you can even ask other crew members that might know something, like Barnabus has known her for a while, you have. And also there's Mr. Stubbs who's known her for a while.
Well, just off the strength of Barnabus and myself known, then yeah, that's fine.
You know from last time that Terrence has been hounding her as well. Like Harriet has been hounded about her business, and he keeps sitting in there and getting customers to walk out because they can see Cogsworth in there, and the Cogsworth he's just glaring at her. So it's actually ruining her business currently. So if she wasn't there and if she took her deed with her, like Harriet taking her deed, it would actually benefit her.
Right. As long as everybody knows the potential disastrous outcome of what this expedition could be, that's fine.
How is your persuasion?
It ain't good. That's why I've got a first mate.
That's why you do have a first mate.
Yes, so I would be doing all of this with Dimitri.
Okay. Let's see his persuasion. Right, we're gonna do advantage. She joined your crew! Congratulations! You get Chloe. No Stubbs. Down boy. Sam's joined as well, so definitely down boy.
I thought it was Chloe and Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, so right, so that's that one. So now we go from Chloe. So you've got the ones that are in other places. So the Granvilles and Ulysses and Solomon. So Ulysses and Solomon are closer in Dorica. The Granville sisters, you would know if you wanted, and the recommendation of Natasha as well. I think Natasha was on there, wasn't she? Yeah, she is. You would know that if you wanted to get those girls out of there, and from the clutches of Veronica, you may need to do a heist of sorts. In Fortuna.
In a heist, you mean kidnap?
Well, technically, give me a history check with advantage because you've got Dimitri there.
Not 20. Crikey.
You get everything for this. So, the Granville sisters, when they were underage, their father owed the Veronica a lot of money. And so she took the daughters as payment. They are now old enough to think for themselves, and the contract has never been changed. So technically, the contract was for minors, so you could probably find a way to get them out legally. Same very much with Natasha and some of the other people who work there. That is one option, is going the legal route. Now, another one is a distraction and the girls leave. You would also know on that nat 20, if you wanted to distract Veronica, you've got Barnabus. Barnabus is very good at distracting Veronica if needed.
Right, okay. So
if you needed her distracted, you could go into her office, take contracts if you needed to.
Right, so if I did want them, right, I've got options. I've got at least 3 avenues to get them. Why would I want them?
Have a read of why you wrote why you would go. They're very good in all different ways. I sent you the info on them. They're also very reliable. They don't want to go home because their father could fall into more debt with Veronica again, which would bring the circle back. So the three would end up having to work there again potentially, because the father signed over his rights when he was drunk, basically, to those girls. They're all very smart. One of them is very skilled in tinkering and other things, so she would be good for helping Barnabas if needed. You've got one that's sneaky, and I can't remember what I put for the other one as well. I think the other one's quite good with medical stuff and other things.
There's one that can do healing and stuff.
Yeah.
Medical stuff.
Rosa, she's got an eidetic memory. So she's very she's very good at remembering things. So if you needed her to do some research on, say you went to a library to do some research before you set off as Shinnigan, she would be good at doing that. Trixie, Sneaky, and Izzy can get people to tell you the truth if you need it as well. but taking one, also, if you took Natasha as well, Natasha's got quite a lot of things that she's good at, and also is kind of like a mother figure to the girls as well. So it's up to you. I did put a few things on there, but there's also people who would vouch for each one of them on your crew.
Okay. Right. The legal front is what we'll do.
The legal front. So that
Yes.
means distract Veronica and take the contracts. If you want her distracted, but you'd have to have a conversation with Barnabus if you wanted to do that. Right, the other people that have been recommended. So we've got that one. You're not going with the ones recommended just by Oswald. Ava Wells is recommended by Oswald, Eddie, and Barnabus. Ava is Harriet's sister, an engineer, and is Barnabas's former protege. So, for example, if you were leading an expedition and needed a first-class engineer left on the ship, she would be your girl if you wanted to take her, because you have lost some engineers.
I at least want to replace what we've lost.
Yeah.
At least.
So she would be very good if you did want to. Also, JD is very protective of her in kind of like a sistery way. Give me an insight into Ava. With advantage.
With advantage?
Of course, all of these are with advantage because you've got Dimitri. Physics. She's very good at what she does. Barnabas, do you want to add anything to that? She's your former protege.
I'm honestly just a couple on the list, just kind of worried about the danger that would be putting them in. So I'd have recommended them on merit of their work, but I think Ava and Garrett, who we haven't got to just yet, I think I'd be like quite protective of them. And maybe erring on the, like, not wanting to bring them just because, well, I don't think Garrett's father would, like, ever forgive Barnabas if anything happened to him, you know, like, Barnabas wouldn't forgive himself either if anything happened to either of these two, but purely based on, like, their engineering know-how, they're probably some of the best in Tickson, you know, like our crew already not included, so.
So that is Garrett and Ava.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, boss?
Again, I won't hold any information back. We are supposed to be going to Shinnigan, so I will lay it all out, and I will leave the decision up to them.
Right, persuasion check 1. This one's going to be for Ava. I have made it only a 15 that you'd have to get, so you get Ava. You get your kind of little sister, Stubbs. Right, next one is Garrett. You're getting quite a good crew, aren't you?
That's the idea.
Okay. Right, so that's him. Who is next on the list? Right, okay. This is the first of Eddie's recommendations. For James, give me an insight with advantage. Please, Captain.
Yep, it's coming, it's coming. Woohoo!
Woohoo! That was a very good one. he's very eager for work. You can tell, like, Eddie, James has been on the streets for years. He's eager to do a job. He would take anything, to be honest. He has a great work ethic, as Eddie will tell you. But he's more of a fighty person, so he'd be more of a boarding party. He's not like Eddie, who's like brainy. He's more like brawling, like fighting, because with growing up on the streets, he's had to learn how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So he would be more of like working for Stubbs' side, but very eager to work. Thinks Shinnigan sounds like a lot of fun. So would you like to take James?
Go on then. What's his second name?
He doesn't have one.
Doesn't have one. Okay.
No, he grew up on the streets with Eddie and was kind of they were like best friends effectively and kept each other right. So it doesn't. At least he's never told Eddie his surname.
Okay.
Next one is Bob. Give me an insight check with advantage. I hope you do well.
No pressure.
There's something very off with this guy. There's something you don't trust, especially on a 19. You get the fact that he could be in the Cogsworth's pockets. Since Eddie's last seen him, he has slicked back blonde hair and a suit now, Eddie. Think kind of Draco Malfoy vibes now.
Yeah, Eddie would add that Bob was grew up on the streets, and the reason Eddie's recommending him is because Bob did save Eddie at some point, so it's kind of as a payback, like paying back the help, if you will.
Okay, well, he's got a funky vibe, so we'll skip him.
Okay. Right, so this one's a big fat no. Okay, next is one from Lottie. It is Ember Stokes. Lottie, what do you want to tell the captain about Ember? And I will add that I will let someone overhear this. Hearing the name Ember Stokes is none other than your bosun will overhear this because he knows that name very well.
Head perks up.
Go on, sell Ember to your captain.
She's a fellow gunner, and she's pretty good with that. She's got other qualities.
She's very sneaky.
I need to find all this stuff that you sent me, Shona.
It's okay. I will help you. She's a gunslinger, like Vicky's character. She can be sneaky if she needs to be. She's known for. She's not known for long range. She's more close up with 2 pistols type girl.
Okay. Right, let's
insight with advantage.
Okay.
On a 27, because of your connections, you've heard Captain Hallier and his first mate mention 2 girls. The one that was dating the first mate was a fiery redhead that matches the description of Ember. The other girl matches very much the description of Lottie. Now, on that 27, you feel that if the pirates know that them 2 were both travelling with you, you'd be under some pressure. Separate, not so bad. Together, they may come for you if they find out both are on your ship.
Why?
Vicky, have you ever told the captain of how you left Captain Hellier?
No.
Okay.
Do I even know? Well, what would you have told me?
Give me a history check, Captain. You can...
14.
Now, I'm going to give you advantage because I think you may have had a chat with... JD, have you chatted with what you know about Captain Hellier with the captain before?
I honestly don't know if it would have come up in conversation, because who just sits and says, "Hey, do you want to talk about pirates?"
Well, being on a ship, the threat of pirates is a real threat. So I would have imagined that the topic would have come up, but it would depend on how specific, the type of specific information that you would have handed over. So it would be kind of up to you, and if you look at it that way.
Sure. Well, if you think it would have came up in conversation,
it would be like we'll plot our course, or pirates have been spotted in this area. We should have a wide berth, and then it would depend on whether you would. It would depend on whether you would evolve or volunteer information on what you know about pirates and their activities or whatever. So again, it's up to you.
I would have mentioned that I've just sort of, moved in some social circles with them. Titus offered me a job, but, I stayed. And he's got a funny old crew. Seems to think that they have one guy who can match me in strength, but that's clearly a lie.
Okay.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Fair enough.
Right,
Also,
so I still do, but right, right, go on.
It is. I will say as well, boss. I heard through the grapevine. Don't know how true this is, but when people drink, they start talking. Our Lottie put a hole in his hand.
Mm.
Man, that's some good shooting.
Captain, have you ever asked why she put the... Have you ever asked her about the hole in Captain Hellier's hand?
No, I wouldn't have put them two together, would I? Right, okay.
Okay. You get the vibes on that insight check about Ember that she's very much in things for herself, but has some loyalty to Lottie from their past as well. So...
Right, I want to insight Lottie.
Vicky, give me deception.
Right, no, I want to insight Lottie. Okay. I want to assess her loyalty to me and this crew, this ship.
Okay, so Vicky.
Oh, 15.
Vicky,
yes.
If you are loyal to the crew, give me persuasion. If you are trying to deceive the captain, give me deception.
Do it in the dice. Do it in the tower, because I don't want to. I don't.
I want to do that again.
You see where it says dice tower. You drop the check in there instead of the side.
I don't. Dice. Where it says dice at the top.
Where it says dice tower.
No.
In the very bottom right corner, there should be a little castle tower, and it says dice tower beneath it. Just drop the skill in there.
Oh, there. Sorry, my screen was too small.
It's okay.
So, I am loyal. I want to make friends on this ship.
Okay, she's... Ooh.
All I'm after, right, is... Do I think that she is loyal to myself, the crew, and the ship, or not?
On the check that she's given you, you get that loyal to the crew. However, there's something that you're missing from her. There's something she might be hiding from you.
Right,
I
that's...
don't know what it is, but although she's loyal to you, she's still loyal to the crew. She has the girls' nights with, like, 2 now more females of the crew. Like, she started that, like, girls' night when the boys play darts on a Friday. However, there's something that you are missing there.
That's fine. That's fine. Like, loads of the crew will have stuff that they haven't told their captain, so I'm not...
However, with how much you've beaten Vicky, you get it that it's something to do with the Cogsworths.
Right. That's fine.
That is all.
Right, okay, that's fine. Right, okay, so... if Ember is a bit of a rapscallion and not necessarily loyal to
you, but would be loyal to
me, but would be loyal to Lottie. If I've got Lottie's loyalty, then via association she should be kind of controllable in that sort of way. So we'll see if we can get her.
Okay, give me. I'll have to do the persuasion as Dimitri. I assume that you're giving him advantage again?
Oh, absolutely. I also want the DC reduced because Lottie's here. Not that you would need it.
And even further, because I'm here.
That too.
Really think you're going to give persuasion? Okay,
Right.
you have got Ember. Congratulations.
Ember Stokes.
Ember Stokes. Calm down.
What a name.
Ember Stokes. I know.
Right.
Right.
Is that it? Is that everyone? I think that's everyone.
Not quite.
Right.
Got Garrett. Okay. So yeah,
Right.
so there's just
There's-
the ones in Fortuna. I think we've gone through everyone in Tickson.
Right, there's a question that I want to ask about 2 people.
Okay.
Right, and they're the ones that Oswald has put forward. I know I said that I wasn't that bothered, right, but I want to know Violet and Natalia,
Okay.
right,
So
what are their current employer? Let us know about them.
So for Violet, I'm going to bring in JD and Barnabus. So Violet currently works at the Guild of Innovative Science. She works in more of their chemical department rather than the engineering, like what Cobb and Ava work in. She's assisted on a few jobs previously in the past for your crew. However, she does get a little flustered around JD. Give me an insight check. Please,
Right,
with
I wanna-
advantage.
All right, I want to talk to Barnabas about this as well.
Okay. What was that, Jim? I didn't quite get that because you're muted, darling. Okay. On a 27, Violet and JD have had a thing. She stopped it because she didn't want people to look down on her for her work if she was sleeping with one of the clients, which of course JD initiated with JD's whole JD thing. Barnabas, what do you say about this young girl? Actually, Eddy can put forward some information as them two started as apprentices at the same time. If Eddy wants to as well. So, Barnabas, anything you want to add?
Yes, Violet. He holds Violet in high regard. Like, she's definitely been one of the people, like, from the guild that's sort of been on his side when the rest of them hasn't.
That alone will be enough for Captain Nick.
And the things that she can do with her mouth.
That not so much, but it's good to know. She can win at, like, I don't know, pith spitting contests or something.
Dimitri, full of face
would be interesting.
This new crew person.
We haven't gotten that quite yet. So that was
All right.
Violet Wheeler.
Violet.
I'm not gonna say
Quite
that.
high.
Yeah, that's high enough for you to get her as well. And what was the other one?
It
Natalia?
was Natalia Slater.
Now, Natalia she is another person who's very good with guns. Now, she is a contract person, so normally goes from contract to contract. Give me an insight check, sorry. With advantage, of course, because Dimitri's there. Now, this girl is loyal to as long as the contract lasts. Oswald has helped out with some guns, I think it was, with her in the past. She has had a brush with Lottie before, where there was a shootout, and Natalia had to run away. She also may have had a past with JD, which was not a good experience for JD. But that's up to JD to ever tell you the story, which I doubt he will.
Right, that's fine.
I'm not one that gets to tell.
For what it's worth, Oswald's recommendation about Natalia would solely be, yes, I know her.
Yeah.
Not any further than that.
Yeah.
I have met her, I know she exists, and I know her gun is reliable because I built it.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So you get a little bit more about
That's-
Oswald.
That's all that Oswald would give.
Right. Go on, then we'll see if we can get her too.
Okay. I gave him his persuasion's too good. Now you get Natalia. Where is Natalia? Did I?
Natalia Slater.
Mhm. Now, Oswald did also recommend someone in Rias to you, so if you ever wanted to visit Rias for whatever reason that you may want to.
If we happen to be going that way, then potentially.
Well, if you're going to Fortuna,
Mm-hmm.
you can go via Rias. So, on the map, the southernmost place is Fortuna, and then you have so east is Rias, west is Dorica, and then you've got Cloudell, and then northmost point is where you are currently, which is Tickson. So if you were to want to go to Fortuna, you can always go via Rias and via Dorica on the way back, or go via Dorica and then Rias on the way back. It is up to you.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
There's also the Rias General Store. If you were to go there, you know that you get discount there because of Barnabus's relationship with
As long as we have a good
Mr.
story.
Crabpot. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've got your new members of your crew. Natalia kind of gives Lottie a side eye.
Side eye.
Yeah.
Side eye back.
Ember will side eye with you. And then
Right. What's Natalia's specialty? What was it? I know she's got a gun that Oswald built, but
yeah, so she's a gunslinger as well, same as Ember. and same as. So she's good with guns, so she'd be good as boarding party if you needed her. However, if because you've seen how she's looking at Lottie, you get worried, you can always just terminate her contract.
Absolutely not worried at all in the slightest. I am actually going to be a bit of a twat, alright, and I am going to put, at least for a good few days, Natalia and Lottie in the crow's nest. Because I need them to sort out or sort through whatever it is that they're going to do. And if something bad is going to happen, I need to know whether it's going to happen sooner rather than later. When it matters.
Okay. You do know there's already one person who's in the crow's nest, so you're giving her time away from the crow's nest.
I want everybody to become familiar with every part of the ship. So, yeah, everybody will take their turn.
So Sonia, who's normally your lookout person, she's saying, really? Them two? Kind of gives
I
you
need to understand the specific dynamic between these two lovely ladies, and I need to know now.
Okay. I will go help out in the kitchen, and Sonia gives you a wink.
So it won't matter. It won't matter so much while we're in port because it's not necessarily going to be needed, right? But while we are out and away, that's what's going to happen. Just for a couple of nights, not even back to back, just every now and again.
I will say this would have been the rest of the day, and Tickson, you getting these people to join, and so what do you want to do next, Captain? Because while Captain was on the recruitment binge and getting all the recommendations from you all and organising the meetings, what were you all doing? So we will go with Barnabus. What were you doing?
Barnabus would probably be getting the new ship engineers settled in.
Okay.
Show them around, show them the ropes.
So Clara is one of your new assistants. However, she has a little assistant of her own. I want you to meet her assistant. This is Chappie.
Oh. You've got all sorts of little furry friends on the ship now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got a little corgi with goggles and a little tool belt.
Gonna get fleas everywhere. Just watch him near the turbines, lest he be sucked in.
Of course, Barnabas. Do I call you Chief, or do I call you Barnabas, or do I call you Barney? What do I call you?
Oh, whatever you like, dear.
This is Chappie. He's my little assistant. Oswald already knows him.
We'll give him a little scratch under his chin, and probably feed him some of the leftover bacon from the breakfast earlier in the day that he's just got in a pocket. Just some pocket bacon.
Bro, pocket bacon.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. He will roll onto his back. He will roll out onto his back and have his tongue out, just loll out, and so happy.
Oh, he's a good boy.
He's just loving seeing you. He's her little assistant. Eddie, there's a dog in engineering, like a one that's not robotic. What do you think of this little corgi?
I don't think Eddie's paying attention, if I'm being honest. I think he's busy tinkering away and yeah.
Okay, where do you want me to start? Mr. Barnabus, sir?
I'd say just, well, have a look around, see what he's doing. Eddie's been keeping on top of most of the things, and
Okay.
I think, I say this a lot, we're mostly shipshape, but there's always work that needs doing, so...
Barnabus, give me an insight check, please, in the tower.
Okay.
Awesome.
You don't pick up on anything with that roll, sadly. Okay, right, so we've had Barnabus and Eddie. Stubbs, what you doing? I mean, you've got some of your ladies on the ship now. I mean...
I've shagged half the crew. Okay, I think Stubbs, with a bit of free time on port and knowing what they're about to embark upon, is going to go and pay Bethany a visit.
Okay, you go to see Bethany.
There's two reasons. There's the physical reason, but also he wants to get the straightforward lowdown on what's with the two newbies, and that's primarily the reason. The other thing's just a fun distraction.
Okay, we'll do a persuasion check on each person. So first one, Oswald, give me a persuasion check to her, please.
Do I not have advantage?
No.
Oh. Okay. Persuasion. Huzzah! Nope.
Seems he's a good lad. I've trained him well. He's from Rias. He's very bright. He does a lot of things in his free time. As I said, he's one of my brightest. Now, give me persuasion.
Wait, that kid's from Rias. How the fuck do you get all the way to Tickson?
Scholarship.
What? They have written letters down there?
Do you know anything? Look, there's a scholarship program with the girls where a couple of students, just like the Guild of Innovative Science, a couple of students are picked that get very good test scores, are chosen to come work here to learn from us.
Right, so he is bright.
Yeah. Do you want to give me a persuasion for Clara?
Mm-hmm.
She is very bright. What do you want to know about Clara?
What's got them all so hopped up that they're so eager to go on this doomed voyage?
Clara's is more to get away. Like, her family, not a great family. She's part of her is eager, of course, for the exploration and everything. The other part is her family are not the nicest people. It'd be good for her to get away from them.
We talking, what, is she like a secret Cogsworth or something?
No.
Right, okay. Nothing we need to worry about following us in the sky then.
No? I don't think so.
Right, good enough for me. Now we're going to get on with this or what?
Fade to black.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, next, Lottie. You're in the crew's nest with a girl who has tried to take jobs from you in the past.
Right.
You had shootouts with her and she's had to run off.
So she's... Hmm.
And you get the sense that she may have had a slight past with Stubbs that did not go the way he liked it to go. I'm not going to say any more of that because that's up to Stubbs to tell that part.
Okay.
And you have been stuck in the crow's nest with her. On Captain's orders. She is just looking out.
So it's going to be quite a...
Yep, she's
going to be kind of like vying against each other kind of thing to show who's the best.
Potentially, yeah. She might even try and sabotage you, who knows. Unless you can try and bury the hatchet as it was. What do you want to do, Lottie?
I mean, I think Lottie probably would want to do that, because at the end of the day, I don't think she would want any, like, animosity towards anybody. I think she probably would want to sort things out. But it depends if this person wants to or not.
Give me persuasion, Jack. You're trying to persuade her to bury this hatchet. And not
Yeah.
Back.
I was going to say, and not bury the hatchet in your chest. You can even try and bond over her gun. So
Am I doing it in the tower or not?
just do a normal persuasion. You can just do it normally. You don't have to do this one in the tower.
Oh gosh, that wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't.
She's got a bit of a grudge against me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't say I didn't try.
So, yeah, she's not giving you anything. She's just been very quiet, back to you, just looking out, making sure that everything's okay. So, night one, no further forward.
I think I'd just keep watching her and just to see what she's doing, and don't obviously trust her very much, so I'll just be watching to see what her actions are and try to see what I can make out.
Give me a history check. Nope, you don't get it on a 4. Sorry.
She's
Vicky.
giving me nothing.
Nope. Right. So.
Well, we've got time. We can work on it.
Oswald, what are you doing? Are you taking direction from Barnabus and Eddy?
Yeah. Oswald will be wanting to familiarise himself with the ship as much as possible in his spare time, just going around and trying to figure out where everything is. He'll have spent some time sorting out his own quarters and probably would have had, at this point, started writing a letter to get sent off home. But if Barnabus is giving a little tour to the engineers, he'd probably tag along just so he's got knowledge of that stuff as well, because he can help with repairs. But it's not his specialty. But he would still just tag along.
Okay. Barnabus gives a tour to the new engineering staff. The quartermaster gives a tour to everyone else who's joined. And Natalia is up in the crow's nest with poor Lottie, who's tried and gets nothing. Like, you may have noticed her guns look pretty cool, and she's just like, still there.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Captain, what do you want to do next? Because this is your boat. This is your ship.
We don't necessarily have to be anywhere for a while.
Nope.
Right, but that...
So you're getting towards the day, end of day 2, and you were given 8 days.
Yes. However, 8 days of a ship doing nothing means that it's making nothing. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to look for just for some work, just a quick run out, something that'll take maybe 3 or 4 days, perhaps 2 days out, 2 days back, that sort of thing. Just a quick sort of job. Because I also want to know how well these people will like work together with the new crew and the old.
You see a job posting for transporting some old age pensioners from Cloudell to Fortuna for their annual gambling trip to the casino.
Cool, that'll do.
Sorry, to Fortuna, from Cloudell to Fortuna. So
that's fine.
That is, and Cloudell's just a bit south from where you are now. So do you take the job?
Yep, as long as it'll get me back in time. Before we disappear, though, I want all of the crew that's going to be attending the ball to go and get fitted for their outfits and stuff that they're going to be wearing. So we will make a run, even if it's collectively, we all just turn up.
Okay.
I probably won't appreciate all that well, right? But tough, right?
Okay. Right, you all go to the shop. And you see 2 young girls go, customers, hi, how can we help you?
Hi, I believe this may answer your questions, and I'll hand over essentially the writ, basically to do what we've asked, and that the guild are paying. Says we're here for some fittings.
Okay, we're gonna need Mama for this, Mama, and standing before you, Captain Nik Spires is the owner of the shop of refined culture, Naomi Wheelerite. How you doing, Cap?
Naomi.
And 2 girls. 2 15, 16-year-old girls. Last time you saw her was about 15, 16 years old, right, Captain?
Yes.
Yeah. She gives you a little shocked look and goes, hello, hi. How can I... Mom, this is the crew of the Nimbus. You know, from the Cartographers Guild, they sent the... I see. Hi. You're all here to get fitted? And she's looking directly at you.
Girls, mom, daughter, both?
Yes, they're my daughters.
I take it the resemblance is obvious to them now that it's been pointed out to me now. Okay. Okay.
Give me a perception check, Captain.
Right.
There's no ring on that finger, Captain.
Okay. Right. So, it's family run now. I take it.
Yeah, just us and our mom. And she smiles at them.
No father, no pops.
No, we don't know our dad.
And I immediately will glance to her. I've got to do an insight. All right, okay.
Before you do, crew, can you give us an insight check, please, on the captain?
I am absolutely trying not to give anything away at all.
You can give me deception first. Crew, can you give me an insight on him? Okay, come on. You just got to be a...
Meets it, beats it.
Continue, rest, like, Eddie, Barney,
Barnabus would know.
Barnabus, you know exactly who this is. This is the woman that he left piracy for. Because when she found out who he was, what happened, Nick? I will hand over to you.
We try and cut through the awkwardness. I think Barnabas is going to sort of step forward and just, oh, hello, ladies. Do you think you could fashion something that would get round this? I'd probably need some fastenings at the side for a suit. And he's like showing off his arm and sort of stepping in front of Nick.
I'm Pearl. This is my sister Annabelle, and this is my mom Naomi.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, an absolute pleasure, I'm sure. Listen, do you even make clothes in my size? Because I'm fucking massive.
Pearl looks at you and goes, this way, we make custom.
God damn it. Right, okay, lead on.
So Pearl takes you to her side, Annabelle takes you to her side, Barnabas leaves the rest of you with Naomi. Now, on those tracks, what does Eddy and JD pick up from you, Captain?
Right, okay, JD...
Would it be fair to say, knowing what you already know of JD, he's just picked up on a similar vibe of, oh, these two have bumped uglies, and that's the extent?
Yes, probably along them sorts of lines. There is definitely some sort of history between the two of them, probably on a romantic thing because of the way that you would recognise. Yes, absolutely.
I think that's all I got. Yeah, seems fair.
Yeah.
Is that about the same that Eddy would get, or are you going to give him a little bit more?
He got a little more. He did breach a 20. So, Eddy, the specific sort of questions that I was asking her about, oh, is this just a family thing? Where's your poppy? Oh, we don't know who the pop is. Right, and then you would have noticed, like, my head turn to Naomi, and you would have put two and two together, and it's like, oh, this is a good possibility that this is, and he doesn't know, or didn't, but that's about it. But it's just suspicion, a strong suspicion at the minute.
Is it fair to say that this is the first time Eddy would have seen Nick almost flustered?
Based on the captain's, yes, this would have been the first time, yeah.
Whereas I think Oswald and Lottie are just like looking at the clothes on the on the racks and trying to think of what kind of outfits that they would want. So, Captain, are you going to insight her? Or what do you want to do?
If I can, absolutely.
He's going to in something, all right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boom.
Put it in the tower.
Right, okay. I'll put it in. Oh god, poor choice of words. Right, we'll roll that. Right, and then
what's that? You said you put it in.
I'll sort of guide out over to one like area of the shop, right? And I did not know that she was here, did I?
No, you knew that she was a jailer when you last knew her, and that she was working for someone, but you did not know that she worked here. You knew she worked in Tickson.
It's very good to see you, Naomi.
It's good to see you. I'm surprised.
Nimbus.
So you're not what you were?
No.
Do these
I am
people know what you were?
Some.
Okay.
Look, I understand that this will be, and he's talking differently. It's quiet. He doesn't have the very thick accent. I'm doing it on purpose. All right, he's just
He doesn't sound like a riverboat gambler.
No, not no more. So it's I realize this may be a bit out of the blue, and it may make you uncomfortable, and the girls?
Yes, those are my girls.
That would be the insight right there.
You didn't get high enough, sorry.
Did I not? Right, okay,
No.
that's fine. Right, okay. It's just, they are...
They're very smart young ladies.
I'll just sort of nod, and she's not going to tell us outright at all.
No.
So I'll just vie away from them sorts of questions. How long have you been here?
Well, when the previous owner passed, he signed over the shop to me. Very kind of him to do so, and I've been working here. Well, I've been working here a long time, as you know, and I met due to word of mouth and things like that. I managed to get enough. Well, I've managed to get enough money to raise and support my girls.
And it is being a success. He's obviously kind of baffled. He obviously wants to ask a question, but he's obviously trying hard not to.
What do you want to ask me?
How are you keeping? He's just bottled it.
Keeping well. Thank you for asking.
And
Lottie and Oswald, while this is going on, are you two listening or what you doing?
Oswald would just kind of... He would just be looking around the shop, I guess, if there's like things on display.
Okay. Right, we'll come back.
Lottie's probably kind of half hearing.
Half it, right. Can you give me a stealth check, please?
She's
Lottie?
kind of distracted by clothes.
Lottie, can you give me a stealth check?
Yes.
You can do that publicly so we can see. Okay.
Oh, that was really bad.
Nik, can you give me perception? I want to see if you clock it. Try to look.
Oh, yes.
You clock Lottie. Try to listen in.
Right, I will turn to Lottie, right, and I will give you an extremely stern look, right, and I'll put my hand on the top of a on like a clothes rack, right, and as I clench my fist, it'll crack, right, as I'm looking at you.
This is my shop.
No, not that. No, my fist. No, my fist will crack like a bone sort of crack fingers.
It's breaking the shop.
You know what?
I'm going to try an intimidation thing towards Lottie here.
Okay, do intimidation, please. Lottie, stay away from your captain.
Yeah.
He needs you not to be there.
I'll just basically wander off around the corner, just looking at other things, totally distracted.
Naomi will take you into a fitting room, Captain, and start measuring so that you can't be listened to in the measuring room. Calm down,
Right.
Jim. What do you actually want to ask me?
How
She starts measuring you for a suit.
he's like really, really nervous.
While that's going on, Stubbs, you are getting fitted for a suit by Pearl. one of the daughters. Is there anything you do during this, or do you just is there anything you ask for your suit, or anything you ask, or is it just?
I think he's just really uncomfortable. Like he just buys his, the most functional, while still being at least slightly presentable stuff there is. Like finery is absolutely not a thing that this guy has ever really had for sale. Yeah, well, what's the point of all these ruffs then? I mean, I just don't get it. They serve no purpose.
Miss, sorry, what's your name?
Call me Stubbs.
Okay. Mr. Stubbs.
Okay, what was that reaction?
Give me an insight roll.
Okay.
You need to be at 15.
Easily.
Okay. She's met someone with a surname same as yours before. She recognizes your surname, that's all.
Okay.
Mr. Stubbs, we wouldn't add ruffles to your suit. You're not. How do I say this? I'm not you.
You can just be straightforward with me, darling.
Okay. You're not a ruffles guy.
Good. Don't want to be.
Important question. What type of tie?
One that ties? I don't fucking know.
Flip one.
Bow tie. Or tie. I'm sorry, I need to ask.
No, look, I'm not exasperated at you, darling. Just to be very, very clear on that, okay? The thing is, I've got to go to this fucking ball, right? I don't know what to do at a fucking ball. I just stand out and shit. It's fucking awful.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I just don't know what to do. I'm out of my element. Frankly,
I'm sorry.
No, it's all. I'm just saying. No, don't. What I'm saying is, I don't know what to pick. I need help. You tell me what goes best. Don't cry.
Okay, I don't think you're a bow tie person. I think you're a normal tie person. So maybe this and a waistcoat and jacket. I can make a jacket that'll fit and be a bit loose so you don't tear it.
That sounds perfect. Ah, hang on, what's this? And as he's going through the store, he just sees like this big, like white fur, like overcoat. She's like, "Oh, I want that one now."
Okay.
White fur.
Yep, like white fur. Like it must have been from like a polar bear or something. But he sees it, thinks, "Oh yeah," and it just appeals to the inner barbarian in furs that resides within all men.
It won't go with your suit, but we can make it as an extra. It is down from the Cartographer's Guild that if you, especially you and a couple of the others, are wanting any extras, that you would get an extra. So I can put this down as your extra if you'd like.
See, this is why you're the best, darling.
Thank you.
That's smashing. Right, okay, let's get this tie shit out of the way with, shall we?
Okay, and she takes your measurements, helps you pick out fabrics, and she goes, "Next one in, please." And we go to Barnabus. Barnabus, is there any fabrics and stuff that you're picking, or are you just letting them pick?
Just something that won't catch in the machinery of my arm, and something with plenty of pockets. I tend to carry lots of little gadgets and gizmos and tools, and maybe they're not appropriate for this kind of attire, but I mean, I can't be without this. And I just pull out my handy all-purpose tool. I at least need somewhere to put this.
Give me a perception check, please, as she's working. I was hoping you were going to get higher than that.
Just flicked over from the 18.
I know, you don't figure out on this, but she's busy over there. She's like, okay, we do have some flame-proof materials that we can do for you, including a white one that'll look just like a shirt, but it'll be flame retardant. Are you a bow tie man or either tie?
A bow tie would be fine, thank you. And a top hat if you have one.
Ooh, yes. And she gets to taking measurements and not writing anything down. Any extras that you're wanting?
I guess I'll have a little eye around the shop. Do they do anything other than clothing? Like, do they have any like jewelry or like? I'm thinking like a pocket watch or something like that.
They absolutely have pocket watches. They even have like special tool belts they can make as well.
A tool belt for sure. Yeah.
Right. So you want
if it can like fit. In fact, if they could fit the belt, but in the lining of the jacket, so it's a little concealed, that'd be fantastic.
She adds that down and adds down a pocket watch for you as well. So you are sorted, and she says, "Please send the next one in." And we cut back to Captain. How is he doing?
He's calm. He just doesn't. He doesn't know whether he actually wants to hear the answer to the question that he wants to ask, but he keeps chickening out. So he's just going to stand there, getting measured, and then he's going to take a.
Particular you want, Captain? Are you wanting a new hat for the ball, or any fabric?
Sure. I tell you what. Why don't you? It's been a long time since I've been dressed in anything other than the type of things that I had when I came in. So, why don't you make me up as best as you can, and I will leave the decisions to you. You used to know what I look good in. I hope you still do.
She gives you a half smile and starts working.
After about 5 minutes, right, of him saying nothing, he'll say, "Where's their father?"
She takes a deep breath. I knew this day was going to come. And he looks at you and says, "I'm looking at him." You're
okay.
As she says that, Stubbs just walks past over his shoulder.
I guess I understand why you didn't say anything or reach out.
I thought you were still a pirate. I didn't know that you weren't anymore.
It was the day after.
I see.
And I have been trying to let that life go for a great many years.
I named Annabelle after my grandmother, and Pearl is of course named after your grandmother. All they know about you is that you're an adventurer, and that's why you haven't seen them. That's all I told them. And we will cut away from this conversation to Lottie. You're getting fitted for your outfit by Pearl. Yeah.
She's not really a dress person, but probably something a bit nice, like a dress maybe with like some ruffles on it or something at the bottom.
She's recommending stuff. Now, you've been around this before, like silks and stuff like that, so you know what to expect. So she'll give you your options and then goes, "Oh my gosh, a little cute fox. Are you wanting a little outfit for him as well?"
That would be amazing if possible.
Of course, isn't he a member of the Nimbus crew?
He is, yes. He's my sidekick. His name is Ether.
And she'll measure him up as well. Oswald,
he's very, very nice. He doesn't bite. He's nice.
And she'll start measuring you two up. Oswald, anything that you're picking for your suit, or are you just letting them pick?
He'd probably just let them take the lead, but he'd be a bit... Even though it's like paid for, he's still conscious of how much it's going to cost, so he'd probably go for something quite simple.
Are you wanting any accessories? Accessories are included, so if you're wanting any pocket watch or anything.
Yeah, he'll take a pocket watch just immediately thinking he can deconstruct it and use the cogs for other things.
Yeah, so that's your done. Well, Stubbs and Barnabus, the two who rolled highly, and Eddy hasn't gone in yet. Eddy's still waiting to go in because Eddy's next. And Captain hasn't come out still. So you three lads there. Eddy, have you been trying to listen in or anything? Or have you been involved?
No, he'd be busy looking round for ideas and seeing everyone go in the chain rooms in and out. I would suspect relatively fast.
Yeah, relatively fast. And
just watching what everyone else is doing and looking round. He's not. He doesn't. He knows it's not his place to eavesdrop.
Barnabus.
I'm thinking Barnabus knows just like the bare minimum about this past relationship, right? And
you would automatically know though that it was about how old these girls are.
Yeah.
It was about the last time he saw Naomi.
He's old and wise and knows not to stick his nose in, I think. But we'll probably give the captain a little bit of a cheeky smirk, like seeing him squirm for a change.
Stubbs, what are you doing?
Just milling about. In fact, I think if the white fur overcoat is good to go, he's probably just swatted around in it a bit, even if it's not seasonal. Just like, can you believe we got this on the fucking Cartographers Guild dime? Fantastic.
I'm sorry, I need to. Before you take that, it needs changing for your measurements so that it fits perfectly.
Oh shit! Right. Okay. Sorry.
I don't want you to rip it.
Nope. I understand. I've ripped enough clothing in my time.
So she takes it and then goes back to what she was doing. Captain is still in there. JD being the kind of person you are. Are you going to try to do something?
No, because as far as JD's concerned, he doesn't know that it was in the past. He knows that they've got a relationship and that they're alone. So, this is a good change because as far as JD's concerned, the captain could have been an ascetic monk.
Okay. Okay then. Captain will go back to you. So you found out these girls are yours. How are you doing?
Better than you thought it was going to be, because he's been bricking the answer for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, and he's run through all sorts of different sorts of scenarios, and the fact that they are his, and he is not dead in their eyes, he's just an adventurer away somewhere, actually sits quite well within his head. Because to him, Naomi could have easily had just blanketed him out of their lives, like from the get-go. But she didn't, for some reason. So, in his head, in a tiny little corner of it, right, there is this tiny little spark that says, could she still love you? Because of that?
Do you want
No, he doesn't hold up much hope for it.
Do you want to do another insight check?
Yeah, sure, why not?
On a 16, you can see in her eyes she still does care, and that's the reason why she didn't tell them that you're dead. She just didn't tell them who you were. So there is still the spark that she does still care.
He will be content with that for the moment.
Okay. Lottie and Oswald come out. Eddy, it's your turn to get yours and pick your bits and pieces. Eddy, what do you pick for your suit?
So he wants a relatively simple navy, blazer, jackety sort of thing. No matter what they do, it doesn't fit him properly. And kind of takes their lead on anything else. But he specifically says, is it possible to get some stuff for Benny as well? And he wants a little waistcoat fit over Benny and a tiny top hat.
Annabelle does that for both of you because I'll say Pearl's working on the next member of the crew. And Lottie and Oswald, when you go back, the captain's still not back. But they go. One of the daughters goes to work on you. Now, after a while, people come in and out, and you've noticed the captain still seems to be having this talk, or whatever's going on there is. Captain.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do while you're in there with her?
If you want to roleplay it, we can roleplay it, but it would be do you know what? I don't even know. I don't know. Okay. Well, Nik wouldn't know.
Okay.
I suppose the next question would be, why? We'll roleplay this one. Okay. So, why an adventurer? Why not gone? Why not dead away? I mean, I'll never forget the look on your face on that day, and I am truly sorry for everything.
Part of me hoped I would see you again, and from what you shared of your past, as shocked as I was, and as hurt as I was in that moment, I worked past it, and I always thought there'd be hopes that you'd one day come back and I'd see you, whether I bumped into you in somewhere in Tickson.
I've never really had any need to come into here before now. That's something that I'll regret.
Well, your bosun's well known in ladies' circles, I'll say that.
Yes. I will be keeping an eye on him and here. No doubt you will too.
When do you go? When do you next shoot off?
Well, there's this ball now in about 6 days.
I assume that you're probably leaving Tickson at some point soon, so if you want, is getting close to dinner time. Would you like to have dinner with me and your daughters at the Lazy Koala? I guess that's more of a low-key establishment.
Are you sure?
You know me, I wouldn't offer if I'm not sure.
It's been 16 years since we've spoken, so I would have a lot of catching up to do.
Well, I'm sure you'd like to meet Pearl and Annabelle, and at least get to know them before you set off for Shinigan.
He'll just slowly smile, and it's not like a boisterously captainy impress people, morale sort of smile over the top. It's an absolute genuine smile.
We should leave this room before your bosun starts spreading rumors that we're up to something untoward.
I agree.
And you both exit the room. Pearl and Annabelle are done doing the measurements, and she goes, girls are about to shut up shop. She looks at you as if, do I do this in front of your crew? You're about to go for dinner.
I'll go to JD, right, and I'll
Captain.
JD, here, and I'll just drop another pouch of money. Just go get the crew some grub.
Right, you are, boss. Come on then, if you want to eat, follow me.
Just as we're leaving, can I do an insight check to see what the captain's demeanour is?
Ooh, you can, and anyone else who wants to as well can. Including, and Barnabus, if you choose to, you can do so with advantage.
I'm gonna do it.
Right, everyone gets their insights out. Oh, wow.
It's not going to change what JD does, but I'll roll it all the same.
Lottie did really bad.
Right. Okay.
Right, I haven't rolled anything yet. Right.
Roll, Captain?
It will be. I'll tell you now. It will.
Do deception, would you? Just coming out.
It would be deception because I want to keep my facial features and stuff plain.
Give me.
I want to hide whatever it is that I'm trying to do. Okay.
He beats you all. Sorry, guys. Even on...
That's why I'm captain.
So it's as you come out. Obviously, Eddie seen him going. He was kind of flustered and a bit. He didn't quite know what it was. It was is Nik more as he was as we would normally see him?
Yes, he's much more composed than when you saw him last. He is now portraying Captain Nik, like you would have known him.
So, as you guys leave, Nik,
I want to grab Barnabus before he leaves. I want to keep him back.
Barnabus? Also, Barnabus, please notice that a special thing that you have if you did want to re-roll. You have an inspiration if you wanted to re-roll that.
I think the role that I got was more that Barnabus knows it's none of his business, and whatever the captain's up.
Okay.
I'd like to think, you know, even if he's got an idea, you know, I think from the previous role, he knows just not to stick his nose in, you know. But obviously, he'd approach Nik, who's called him over.
I'll just
what
say
can I do
Barnabus,
for you, Captain?
I am going for lunch, not with the crew, and I'll just turn to look at Naomi.
I see.
Once you're done, can you go to the guild and see if we can pick up a job or something for just a few days? Or that job that we were talking about. What was it? That one. Just can you go and finalize that? It's just for something. We need to test the crew before we get underway.
Of course, Captain.
Okay.
Take JD with you.
Stubbs, where are you taking the crew for dinner?
So at this point, Chloe has joined the crew. So the Lazy Koala's closed for business, right?
Nope. It's being run by her, by Tom.
Okay.
For her.
I guess it probably would be the Lazy Koala, because, I mean, the steamed clam is, like, more top range, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't know, would I gauge from how hefty the coin purse I was given is, if that would... I'm assuming that we could not afford that shit.
Probably not, no. It probably would be Lazy Koala, and also Lazy Koala, like... Chloe normally slides you a few drinks, however, Chloe will be finalising some stuff before she joins the crew.
Kind of makes sense, both from what's best for her and what's best for the crew and best for the budget, so guess that's where we'd head.
Okay, so you guys head there. Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, you're heading there as well.
Right.
That is picked. That's where the lady picked.
Would I see them heading? I take it when we come out the shop, it's either right towards the koala or left towards the steamy clam. Is it like that sort of situation?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And I'll look at them, and then I'll turn back to Naomi and the girls, and I'll just say, the koala?
Yeah. And Naomi.
Okay.
Naomi takes your hand and walks with you.
I want to look at the girls. What are they? What are their thoughts on this? I basically want to insight them. What are their body language and all that sort of stuff?
Do an insight.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to know the specifics. Just like, are they like smirking? Are they like nudging? You know, are they stern and like not? No, I don't like this, or what?
They're smiling. They're nudging. They're like, "Ooh, has my mum got a secret fella that she's only just told us about?" Kind of vibes.
Okay. Jim, you twat. Uh,
So, you all enter the lazy koala.
I will let them go first and get seated. I will drop back and I'll arrive after they've been seated so I can sit separate from them with these.
Anyone of the crew give me a perception check, please? To see if you've got the
Everyone.
captain. Yeah,
the
crew.
crew.
Me. Jim, I
Jim, I think got me.
Unmuted. There we go. Yeah, crew, please give me a perception apart from Nik. Okay. Eddie?
I don't think Eddie would.
Okay.
I don't think
You're
knowing
not
the captain's not with them, he's away doing other business.
Okay. Right. So I'll say you're distracted tinkering then. Right. Captain, give me a deception check to try and hide from your crew if you.
Oh, I don't want to hide from them. But I am going to be away from them.
Okay, you all do. Even on a 16, you all clock where Captain is. Barnabus, it's up to you if you want to kind of distract the crew from looking.
I was thinking actually, yeah, if I've spot that they've actually come this way, yeah, maybe just get everybody like hyped up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
again, you know, and
I think I'd sort of try and back up Barnabas with like just sort of like some team building exercises, some like minor drinking games, just to keep the social energy flowing in the direction where we currently are.
Mm-hmm.
Natalia gives you an odd look, Stubbs, and then a smirk.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Oh, how quickly you forget. And she smirks at you.
Well, being memorable is actually more on your part than mine, to be completely honest, so you're just roasting yourself there, darling.
Sonia just whispers in your ear, you forget that incident at the bar?
I've been to lots of bars.
The one where me and Millie had to help you. Just gonna leave
What, with the lock?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
And Natalia just does like a little coy wave at you from that.
Right, when we get back to the ship, we're going to move our quarters into the brig.
Barnabus, what do you do at hearing that?
I'm just if anything, I'm letting the crew get on with it, like a little old grandpa sat in the corner. I'm sort of seeing them gel a little, you know.
And Natalia just goes, a job's, baby cakes. We had a little bit of fun before the lock.
Well, not only you finished.
Jesus. No.
And then we'll go to where the captain sat. Pearl, Annabelle, I told you your father is an adventurer. Well, meet your dad. This is Nik. And their eyes go wide, and then they start looking at you. Think I got your eyes.
I think you have. It is incredible to meet you both.
Pearl asks, so what do we call you?
What would you like to call me?
I don't know. It's why I'm asking you. Do you want to be called Dad, Father, Nick?
Can I have a quick glance about? Is there anyone that's close that is like trying to eavesdrop? I'm not asked about the crew, right? Because they're making a big enough racket that I doubt they'd hear anyway, right? But anyone that's close.
Give me a perception check.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you don't clock anyone.
Okay. You know, I don't know myself. It's been less than a day, so I don't think I've earned the right to be called a title such as that. Maybe if I earn it in your eyes, then. But until then, I don't know. How about just Nick for the moment?
Okay. Nick, and they both come over to you and hug you.
That completely takes him back. He's like, he's not used to this sort of stuff at all, especially out in the open like this, and he comes across as a bit wooden, guarded, and he sort of he tenses up a little bit, and he'll give them that weird sort of awkward like half hug pat on the back sort of thing. Right? And
anyone who wants to see this would have to do a perception with a disadvantage. Unless you are all too distracted.
Makes sense for it.
I think Barnabas is still keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah, similarly, Stubbs is still trying to keep the energy of the room contained here.
Okay. And this is why it's a disadvantage for anyone.
I made myself double brown one. The elastic bandana.
Oh.
Barnabas, you see it. You see this moment.
There's a little smile. It's a nice thing going on over there.
Do you tear up a little?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. Is there anything else, Nick, that you want to do while your daughters and ex are here?
I will let them talk and ask questions. I think that's probably going to be the safest thing for Nick. So I will explain pretty much everything after they were conceived. All right, has all been reasonably above board. Right, working for the guild and then the own ship. So I will give them tales of them if they ask.
They do, and they are just listening to your stories.
Right. As this is going on, I do also want to keep looking at Naomi. No, because presumably I'll have clocked that JD and Barnabas are keeping them entertained, I suppose, enclosed, watched out for. So I'll trust that they will do that. So I'm not concerned about them. But I want to look at Naomi, and I want to know. Does she ask questions along with the girls, or is she just letting the girls getting it all done with?
She's letting the girls lead it because it's me an insight check into Naomi.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting. So all the time that I've been telling these stories and stuff like that to the girls and their reactions and all that, what is she?
She feels slightly guilty for not letting them meet you beforehand, though she's not sure how she would have reached out to you. But there's some guilt with her, and she lets them ask the questions because she feels like the girls would ask the questions that she would ask, and so she's just happy listening and watching and making sure her girls are all right because her girls are her first priority.
Right. All of the time. Sorry, go on.
On that 22, you get that with the girls being her top priority, and her past with you, that's why she doesn't have a current partner. It's because she tried dating and no one in her eyes measured up to you, and that's why she's a single mom.
Okay. I was going to say something there, but I can't remember.
Well, while you think about that, Stubbs, do you want to send the crew back after they've eaten and drunk?
Yeah, what time of the day is it?
Oh, it's dinner time. So when you finish, you and Barnabus have something to do, and Barnabus told you.
Okay. Then, yeah, send them back to the ship, commence any business they have around the city, but be back by nightfall.
Okay. Okay, so Barnabus and Stubbs head to the Cartographers Guild. Lottie, Oswald, and Eddy go with the rest of the crew back, unless you've got any business around Tickson.
I think Eddy would head straight back.
Eddy heads straight back. Oswald, what do you do? Head straight back or any business?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He would. The letter that he was writing, probably just like make sure that gets posted to his family as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll head back to the ship as well.
Lottie,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do?
Probably the same. Just go back, I would imagine.
You're not going to ambush Natalia on the way back, drag her out in an alley and beat the living crap out of her?
Nah, not yet.
I am
I'll leave
so
that for later.
disappointed. I am absolutely disappointed.
Yeah, Lottie, on the way back, I want you to take out both kneecaps and one at the back of the head, alright?
Hopefully it won't come to that.
I think you would probably try and get more of the story from Sonia and Smillie about what happened. However, they're not going to tell you because they have made a promise to Stubbs. Natalia has made no sort of... Natalia, though, if you can befriend her, has made no such promise. Okay, so...
I'll keep trying.
Stubbs and Barnabus, you head to the Cartographers Guild. You go to see Christian. Gentlemen, how can I help you?
Good evening. We were looking for work, and our captain, you must have heard of Nik Spires of the Nimbus, has handed me this, and I take it we've got like the flyer or whatever from the job posting.
Yes, Barnabus, because Christian already knows you guys. He's done work with you before. Right. Okay. Yes. You'll need to be in Cloudell tomorrow morning, so you'd have to set off soon. You want the job? You're happy for me to put you down for it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right. You two go through the paperwork. Okay. They will see you at the Skyport, 9 a.m. in the morning. And then on to Fortuna for you guys.
Busy night for us, then. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. I'm glad someone picked it up because I thought we'd have to tell them it'd be put off. But thank you guys for picking it up, and Stubbs back again.
Look, I had business to attend to, alright?
Yes, we heard your business.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
Barnabus, what do you do?
Absolutely, just covering my ears.
Do you drive out by his ear?
I'm just like, perhaps we should be getting along if we have an early start.
Yep, let's head back to the ship, getting ready for the captain so he can cast away at a moment's notice, eh?
See you gentlemen again, and at the ball, I guess. We're having to go to it as well.
Oh, well, we'll see you there.
Yes. And you...
Lie about, if you're going to get there for 9 a.m. in the morning, why can't you take this shit with... You know, I'm not going to question, it's our job, fuck it.
Yeah, it's you guys to get there for 9 a.m. in the morning to pick up the cargo. You have the documentation to pick them up now.
Alright, don't worry about it.
Is he okay? He talks to you, Barnabus, and says, is he okay?
I think maybe he's had one too many with his dinner.
And you two head off. Now, you know that... Barnabus, you would know that the captain will have to head to the ship within the next hour for you guys to cast off. You know from what you saw is at a delicate moment. What do you want to do?
I'm thinking maybe I'd say to Stubbs, we'll probably need to get ourselves ready and we'll be leaving soon. We'll be traveling through the night. Perhaps you rouse the crew and round up any stragglers that aren't on board just yet, and I'll go collect the captain.
Right you are, Barney. See you aboard.
I'll see you soon.
And you head to the lazy quarter, and you can see that he's in a conversation where the two young girls are hanging on his every word, and Naomi's looking at him just with kind of, give me an insight to what Naomi sees, what you see Naomi seeing. She's looking at him with kind of loving eyes.
I'll just approach like quietly, and just good evening, everyone. I'm sorry to interrupt. But Captain.
The girls look at you and go, "Is he our grandpa?"
Nick will just laugh. Crazy old grandpa.
Afraid not, little one, sir. But I'm sorry, but I just needed a quick word with the captain here, if you don't mind.
Okay. The girls look and then go, "Okay."
Okay, I'll just have to excuse me for just a moment, then I'll stand up and I'll go off to one side with Barnabas.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, Nick, but the job it requires us to be in Cloudell by the morning. They want us at the Skyport for 9 o'clock, so we'll be traveling through the night, and we'll have to set off soon.
That definitely doesn't give us long, so...
I'm afraid not, no. By my calculations, we should be raising anchor in the hour.
Very well, one moment. And I will, I'll turn back to the table, head back towards the table. And I'll just say, I apologize that I'm going to have to cut this little dinner party short.
The girls start tearing up, and they rush over to you, hugging you, and go, "But we only just found you."
And I'll be back.
Pearl goes, "You promise? Huh?"
I'll be back because, and I'll just lean down, and I'll sort of like in between their ears, and I'll just whisper, because there's 2 reasons right here why I need to come back.
And they hug you tighter before letting go. And Naomi comes over. Remember what I said? He's an adventurer, so he's a very busy man. I hope you keep your promise, Nik.
I've got hope in something that I didn't have before. I'll keep it.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek and takes the girls and walks back home with them.
Okay. I'll turn back round to Barnabus, and as I do, I want to look across the whole of the pub, the whole of this place. Who was taking a vested interest in what has just happened?
Okay. Give me a perception check, and Barnabus, if you're helping him, he can do it with advantage, or are you not helping him?
I'll help him. I'm also first little spell of the game. I'm gonna give him some old timer wisdom, which is a bit of guidance.
Guidance. Right. Okay. Right.
You want to look with your eyes, Captain.
Look with your heart.
Right.
Smell with your ears. Listen with your eyes. Look with your nose.
Right, that's an extra 3. Right, okay. So that's going to be +3 with advantage. Perception. 25.
Now, see, have you done him before? From earlier, you notice a man that's there that was with Terrence earlier. I need to ask JD, how much of your backstory have you told Nik?
If he hasn't asked, I haven't told.
Okay. You see an imposing man, bald with an eye patch, who is listening. He is surrounded by some Cogsworth goons.
Okay.
And Barnabus, give me a history check, please, as you were helping him with this. You know enough of the backstory of Jody to know that this guy who's been listening in, he's the guy who took Jody's hands.
Okay. Do I know his name?
He is known as Victor the Bruiser Hammerman.
Right.
However, let's see how much Victor listen had. He didn't hear that much.
Shooting fly.
He saw them hug you, so he knows the. But you don't know what he heard, but you can see it. If you want to have a conversation with him, you can do by all means, Nik. But there is only you and Barnabus there.
True. How many of them is there? So there's Victor and how many?
There's about 5 other Cogsworth employees there.
We can take them. I will just give you a little whisper and just say, quite the unsavoury sort, that one, Captain. Victor the Bruiser.
Have I heard of that name?
You have. You know that he is the Cogsworth enforcer. Now, you have two choices. If you want to start a tavern brawl, there's only two of you, and you do have to weigh anchor within the hour.
I know. I know. I wouldn't... There's too much going on to be involved in a tavern right now. But that doesn't really stop us from doing something else. I'll walk up to them.
I bet JD's wishing he was there. Jim just nodded his head.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening. Those girls a little young for you, Captain?
And what is your interest in any woman in this place?
Well, I do miss seeing Chloe, but she's had her hands all over that bosun of yours.
Well, there's one thing about Mr. Stubbs that I think we can all agree on, is that in that department, he certainly has fine taste. Would you not agree?
No. He likes any girl on the back, from what I remember.
You should admit that to people. It's unjustly reflects poorly on yourself.
What?
It hints that you are yourself a man without fine taste.
Well, he is a man without fine taste. I would know. He took my fucking eye.
And you took a few things of his. Would I have known that before I say that? Sorry, would I have known that?
Actually, I don't think Stubbs has told you or Barnabus.
All right, okay.
There's only 4 people who know, and I don't think any of the 4 have told you.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Unless
right,
you've asked him specifically. I think Stubbs said, unless you've asked him how he lost his hands, I don't think he's told you.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Everyone on ship has their own things. If he's more than happy about that, as long as it doesn't cause a problem with the crew or the ship, he's happy. He's fine. It's well, gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your stay in the Lazy Core, and I'll just turn and leave. See, that was
promptly following you, obviously, as well.
Right. And the moment that we get outside and get a shot at them, I want to say it to Barnabus. Barnabus, do we know? Can we give word to someone to, just on the off chance, put someone outside of the Refined Couture for this evening? At least.
I'll see what can be done, Captain. We do have time before we set off. And I will consult my notes as to who we didn't recruit. Might still be around.
There's,
I mean, we would have been here for ages, so we would know, theoretically, we would know all sorts of like urchins or knickknacks or all that sort of stuff that would do something for like a few coins or something like that.
I assume that when your boy Stubbs is fighting in the pit, you two, one of you might be gambling, or both of you might be gambling and betting your money on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pride of the ship. Come on.
So I think you can probably get a couple of pit fighters to watch out for her, just to make sure she's going to be okay.
Yeah.
With the money from the Cartographers Guild, you might be able to pay for protection for longer, if you are wanting to.
Just for the length of time that we're going to be away.
Okay. Yeah. How many are you wanting to recruit?
I want 2.
Okay.
Right, I don't want loads, right? Because I want 2 for them to be like kind of unnoticed. And the idea is that should something happen, at least one of them go and get essentially the police, essentially the militia, or whatever you want to, and the other one then follow if something bad happens, that sort of thing.
Okay. So, Ty Jackson's brother is the one that you go to organise this. He's got a couple of pit fighters who will do this. So William Jackson, he's the one who will organise the protection, because he runs a secret protection rig as extra work for the pit fighters when they're not fighting. So he'll organise it with you. It's about 50 gold per day per person.
Wow.
No.
No. Well, this is it. We didn't necessarily discuss exactly how the ship had in its funds before we started this, did we?
Nope. You were okay, but you're needing the money. But you might be able to. The Cartographers Guild has said that they'll give you anything that you need. So if
they could have. If we were that desperate, then some upfront cash would have been. Yeah. So
some upfront cash.
Right. Then I will use some of that upfront cash.
Yeah. You hire these lads. You hire a couple of lads to keep an eye out for the ladies in your life. And you get aboard and you wear anchor for Cloudell. Vicky, give me a persuasion roll, please.
Ooh. Okay.
This is attempt 2. Not great. Sorry, Vic.
Man, I'm rolling so bad today.
You're doing what we call Trev rolls.
I know I am. I literally am.
Okay. Right. Any of you working through the night or anything, or are you getting a good rest?
Getting the ship ready to fucking rock.
Okay. You will all travel to Cloudell in the morning and pick up the elderly people who are going on their yearly trip to Fortuna to spend their money. Once on board, you set sail. Are you going straight to Fortuna?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that is the that's the charter.
Do you talk to the crew about your plan while you're in Fortuna, the legal route?
Who necessarily would I need to involve with that?
Well, definitely Barnabus, because he's your
Well,
distraction.
Right. Right. So when see, this is it, right? When you say the legal route, what do you mean?
If you can get the contracts, but the contracts you
Yep.
have to take to someone. Lottie, you know, is quite sneaky, and she's told you before she does have a contact in the government that you can show these contracts to. I don't think she's told you who the person in the government that she has the contact with, but she could probably get a letter to that person to meet you in Fortuna.
Right. I wouldn't have pried on that anyway. A contact is a contact. It's not my contact, it's their contact.
Yeah, but she could help you if you were trying to get the girls out ASAP, as in to go to Shinigan, because it's a few days' journey to Fortuna.
See, I don't want to necessarily jump the gun, and I do want them to make the decision to go, rather than me go and swipe their contract and then right, you come.
Okay. Oh, Stubbs, that reminds me. The letter that you got last time, do you send your response before leaving Tickson?
I think so, but I don't know if it would get there before we do.
It will get there before you do. 'Cause it would...
Oh, then yeah.
Okay. Please, can you send me what your response is? Right, so you head to Fortuna with these people in tow, so it's 2 days' journey. So,
Whilst we're traveling, can I attempt to make some explosive ballista?
Great, that was one of the ones on there. So, yes, the gentlemen have come up with some. So, Tinker's tool check, please. This is a 20.
Oh, okay.
Barnabus, if you were trying to make them as well.
I'll give help and all-timer wisdom.
Okay, good. I was about to ask what you all doing during the downtime, but this I knew it would be something on your spreadsheet. So you get a +2.
2
in advantage. Yep. Okay, can you roll me a d6? You get 2 rounds of the explosive ones.
Cool.
Okay, so that is Eddie. Barney, what are you doing?
I think I'd like to be getting acquainted better with the new crew members, particularly Oswald. Knowing that he's like, I guess we heard about him making those guns for Natalia, wasn't it?
Yes.
So just interested in that, and just like asking him like what else, like has you got any ideas for anything else? Because I'm sure like Eddie would love to hear them too, and that he should probably like whatever the captain or the bosun or whoever's got him doing right now, like Barnabus would be happy to have him spend more time like down in the engineering bay kind of area with us, you know, like get
Are you doing the same with Clara as well, or not as much?
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone with engineering knowledge, just
Okay.
Yeah.
Oswald, he's asking you questions. Go ahead, you two.
Well, tracking down Oswald would be pretty easy. He'll be somewhere on the ship pretty much at all times doing something. He would be spending his downtime, like exactly like he said, scrubbing the decks. Obviously, his main job is helping with navigation, so he'd be up at the helm, just making sure they're on course, and then every once in a while coming back to continue making sure they remain on course. but he would be around doing whatever odd jobs across the ship need doing. So when Barnabus approaches him and asks, he'd sort of, I guess he's got his notebook with him at all times, sort of just hanging off his belt. And when you ask him about his intentions, he'd sort of like just put his hand on his notebook and say, well, I've got some ideas, but none of them are ready yet. Just ideas.
Oh, well, what do you mean none of them are ready? Surely you'll let a little old man such as me have a little peek, wouldn't you?
Maybe not these ones, but I do have some that I've brought with me, actually.
Well, now I'm even more interested.
Bring them down at some point when I'm not working.
Well, why don't you come now? No big deal. I'll make sure you don't get in trouble.
How do you persuade JD?
How do I persuade JD? I will. I guess I could just offer like a little bit of a service on his hands, you know.
There's a joke there.
Nobody needs to make it. This is purely professional. Just come on now, Stubbs. Let me borrow the boy for a moment.
God, that's even worse.
My God, you're greasy.
You're all greasy, that's what.
Clara will go to Stubbs. Is it okay if I go learn from Mr. Barnabus, Mr. Stubbs?
All right, but if
Stubbs, the deck is spotless already.
Fine, but if Barney says you were anything but attentive, I'm going to shit all over the deck before you have to clean it next time. Go on, off you top.
Yes, Mr. Stubbs. Oswald and Barnabus, can you give me an insight check on Clara? I'm going to roll her deception first.
Oh.
11. Ooh. There's something in the way she looks at Stubbs. It's like recognition, like she knows something about him, and it's not a scary something about him.
Okay.
It's something else that she knows.
I'll just say to these two, like, go on, come along now, you two. Don't worry about him. He's a big softy, really.
Is he?
Well, don't tell him I said
no.
Come along now.
And Clara follows you.
Well, also.
And I think just at this point, just spend some time chatting about gadgets. Give them like the grand tour of the engines. Probably just show off a few things that I've made myself or in the making of.
Can I show you a little something?
Please do.
And she shows you a couple of things that she's made. So, mechanically speaking, she's a bard. So, I made this laughing gas canister, which is Tasha's hideous laughter. She shows you a few of the other things that she's made. There's just a few things that I've tinkered around with, and she goes through each of them and shows you. What do you think? They're just a few things that I've tried to work on. Well,
Quite marvelous indeed. I'll just be like looking over the canister, and yeah, I guess I'll just be like, you see, I don't tinker much myself with alchemical ingredients, but yes, this is it's quite fascinating.
I've tinkered with a few alchemical things. And Chappie's been there to give me some much needed emotional support. He just smiles at him. Stubbs, during the downtime, dare I ask, what have you been up to during the 2 days?
Just keeping the ship running at a brisk, decent pace to make sure that we get where we needed to go. I'm doing my job and I'm doing it well.
So, are you purposely staying away from some of the ladies on the ship?
I think to some who might have known him individually, there's a stark contrast from what he's like interpersonally and what he's like professionally. When he's professional, when he's on the ship, when he's doing his job, that's all there is. So, you know, none of the niceties, none of the flirting, none of that stuff. It's just, this is the job and we're doing it.
So, when the room assignments are given, Ava shares a room with her sister. Chloe shares one with Lottie. Now, anything, are you trying to get to know any of the new crew, Stubbs, during these couple of days' travel?
Not really, because with the role of the bosun and having to be, if necessary, discipline enforcement, there needs to be a certain degree of separation.
Did you tell Nik any of the stuff you gained about knowing about Oswald and Clara?
Well, no, because I didn't come away with anything more than, oh, they're smart. And it's like, oh, well, we fucking knew that already, you know what I mean?
Okay. Do you even tell the captain that you found out Oswald's from Rias?
Again, it doesn't really matter that he's from the sticks.
May do to the captain, but fine. Lottie.
Okay, I should put it this way. To JD, it doesn't matter. It's so inconsequential.
Okay. We move to Lottie.
Hello?
Of the 2 days' travel, is there anything that you're wanting to do, apart from the 2 persuasion checks? So we'll start with the first one.
Persuasion, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully get a better roll this time. Oh my god.
And one more.
It's definitely not my night.
Nope.
Slightly better.
She tells you that her guns have ice bullets so that they can't trace what she does. That is all you get from her. And that Oswald helped make her guns. That's it. So you got a little bit, but that's all. Stubbs, you would be asked to give Stubbs a report that he'll give to the captain. What do you say to Stubbs about how is it going with Natalia?
Well, she's really cold, and you know, I've tried to be nice, but there's not much else I can do.
Right, well, nice is all well and good, but as long as you can work together, that's all that matters at the end of the day, alright? So just keep your nose clean, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. We work together.
Yeah. Right, well, hop to.
Captain, of the couple of days travel, what are you doing? Are you going to get to know your new crew members, or what do you want to do? And you have Corgi on deck, as well as the fox now.
I'll just with the code, I'll just look at it and just think how really bad all of these animals are. You know, because if this ship is hit, or if it if it keels or anything like that, those little animals ain't going to be holding onto anything, and they're going to be going bye-bye and splat, right? But
No.
but that's not... Nick will just sort of inwardly shrug, as if it's like, well, you know, if they don't realise that, then that's a stupid fault. Right? But as far as the rest of the time, I will be splitting it up in between. Every now and again, I'll be going in to see these OAPs to make sure, as a captain should, that their needs are being met and they're just being like generally old person, cantankerous and grumpy, and not specifically cantankerous and grumpy.
Oh yes, you have a bartender and a chef, a personal chef. This is great.
I think over the course of the few days, as well as a very the mildest form of hazing possible, I think Clara and Oswald would have been tasked with running a few bingo games for the pensioners.
That is an absolutely awesome idea, and we'll give the full backing from the captain.
Lottie has cards as well.
Yes, that's absolutely clear.
Lots of old people like to play cards.
Yeah.
Oswald. Let's have a look at what yours are. Oswald, can you give me performance with advantage, please? The advantage is coming from Clara. She will, let's see, is there anything that I can give you? She will also give you a D8 Bardic.
Okay. Well, there's the performance and the D8.
Great job. Captain Stubbs, they come out singing their praises. Oh, they're a good youth.
Alright, well, the good news is when we make dock, you can be stepping off because you found your vocation now, haven't you?
Huh?
Just messing with yous.
Oh, okay.
Not phased at all by this. Oswald would just go to Stubbs. So what jobs have you got next?
And again, it sort of takes Stubbs aback a moment that there's been legitimate no complaints or whines or grumblings, because that's sort of, at least partially what it was about, just sort of, as a test, which, was, met and passed.
Even with that bingo, like, obviously I rolled high, but Oswald legitimately would have put effort into trying to make sure that people had a good time with the bingo.
Because he fucking loves bingo.
Yeah. No, would Oswald have made the ball rattler thing as well?
He would, like, if they've got one that's just manual, he'd immediately be in his mind thinking, I could just make a little quick gadget for that. Yeah.
Clara would have also helped him because she really wants to stay on the crew, and she'd be helping as much as she can with everything.
I think with that, I suppose Stubbs would have just clocked that, the bingo rattler cage has been invented in this moment. It's like, oh, fuck's that there?
It's a bingo rattler cage. Try it.
If I put my hands to that thing, it might fucking explode. But you just knocked this shit together.
Oswald and I did, yeah?
Oswald will just kind of shrug.
You asked us to do a job, and we make sure we do our job to the best of the ability, no matter what you give us, sir.
Alright. Backhanded a bit there, but fine. I'll take it because you did so good.
It was not meant to be back.
It's fine. It's fine. Right. Check it with Barney, see if he needs anything. Clearly, he is wasted playing bingo, no matter how much they fucking love it.
Okay. And she'll run off. As she does, she says to you, did it come across backhanded? I didn't mean for it to become across backhanded. I meant that we were just up for any task.
What you means and what you said is two different things. Now off with you. Go on. Help the old man.
She was walking away with Oswald. because
Alright.
now she's panicking.
Oswald, on the way to wherever he's going as well, he'll quickly pop up to the helm just to make sure, again, just keeping navigation, making sure the ship's still on course.
Anything any of you do before you land in Fortuna?
I do also want to, aside from making sure that the old people are all right, I also want to observe the new members of the crew, interactions that they're having. I want to do it. I don't want to be like stealthy, but I don't want it to be like blatantly obvious that I'm watching. So if it's
So no shouting of "Captain" on the deck when you step out the captain's quarters.
Just no.
Okay. Is there any in particular, or do you want to just go one by one?
It would entirely depend on who I would get to first. I'm not too fussed about going down to engineering at the minute, because there's not a great deal going on as far as I know.
So you've got people who are on deck. You've got the medical bay area.
Mm-hmm. So I would just to make sure that that they are actually doing what they should be doing, right? B, not causing any sort of problems or ruckuses. And
Natalia's going to be hard to see because you put her in the crow's nest.
that's fine. I'm expecting a report from JD later.
Okay.
About that.
We'll start with Ember, who's been helping swab the deck because that's what she's been put to do by JD.
Honestly, if it was down to my assignment, I don't think I would have put her doing that. Considering what I know of her, I think I would have had her with cannon maintenance.
Okay, you put it to cannon maintenance. Do you want to do an insight for her? And let me think.
Just to verify, me or Nick?
Are you watching it, keeping an eye on her as well, or not so much?
Yeah,
the boss, and it's my job to, yeah.
Yeah.
Do it with advantage, please.
Or do you want me to do one each?
So we'll start with Ember. You can do hers with advantage because he's the bosun boy.
No, I mean, like, so JD does an insight and I do an insight, rather than just one of us doing it.
You can do both of you do
Yeah,
an
well-
insight then.
Yeah, we'll do it like that, because we wouldn't necessarily be standing discussing it.
That one, you know nothing.
I'm distracted as she's bent over.
She's doing an okay job. Like, she's not used to dealing with cannons. She's more used to pistols, and like, she's done some with the... What else do we have? She's done an okay job, not great. However, for the harpoon and the ballista, she's done great with those. Next, we'll do Eddy's friend James. If you can both give me insight checks. When you're ready.
Hmm.
Oh.
I did. I did as well. Oh, never.
Okay, that took a while to load for me. Jim. So JD, he's done a really good job. You've probably told the captain this, that he's done a great job. Any task that you've given this boy, he will just do it. It was a great recommendation from Eddy.
Of course, I don't say that to his face. He's like, all right, not bad. You know, keep it up. But obviously, the captain's like, oh, yeah, that kid's fucking solid gold.
I'm going to do this for the others that are doing a similar job. Sam is doing an okay job, but you've got him as like... Sam, you've got him kind of as a deputy bosun when you're not around. Just because you know he's a bouncer and he's come from that kind of background. Stubbs, so you're probably like keeping an eye on him for personal reasons as well. Does Sam? But he's doing a good job to like assist you where he can. Ty, he has been mainly dealing with the cannon maintenance, and he's doing a good job. Who else have we got? Chloe has been assisting in the canteen area, but she's helped Millie with like adding alcohol into foods, and also doing like a bar on the night with the alcohols that she's brought from the Lazy Koala. She's actually brought supplies with her.
Cool.
Is what you get when you get Chloe on board with you. Do you check on the and next we'll go to where Harriet is. Harriet's been like keeping everyone patched up, assisted by Patrick. They're doing a great job as well. So everything seems to be going smoothly. However, you get the report from JD about Natalia that Lottie has been trying to work with her, but Natalia's not interested. Do you want to know anything about the engineers?
Yes, we'll head to the engine.
Okay, Barnabus. You will be doing the roles in JD's place for this, for the insights.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with, I'm just going to do this as a blanket roll, so if you can both give me insight, please. Ooh, double 19s. Ava and Garrett, brilliant, excellent job, as you expected. Violet's doing more of alchemical stuff, seeing what that can be added, and she's being assisted by Clara, and she's teaching actually Clara a few things, which is very nice to see. So you get it, so that's what you get from them, but you knew Ava and Garrett would be doing a great job. You are singing their praises. Oswald, what kind of job are you doing for...
Anything and everything. Not only would he be pretty much constantly working, and the only times he hasn't been working as if he's eating, sleeping, or shitting is when Barnabus has pulled him aside. But also, I think at the end of the first day, one thing he probably would have also done is handed a log, like just ripped out a bit of paper from his book and gave it to Stubbs as literally a timesheet of everything he's been doing to prove that he has been working.
Stubbs, do you do anything with this kind of timesheet?
What's this supposed to be then?
A log of everything I've been doing.
Right, well, we don't do that here, alright, kid? That is way over the top, and frankly, I should be giving you more of a hard time for how fucking nerdy this is. I've seen the work you do, and it's alright. Keep at it. Don't slack off, because I will see if you are. You don't need to give me this fucking grid.
Alright.
Right.
Captain.
And I'll sort of just slink back to work.
Before you arrive...
But before he goes off, I'd like to sort of reassess if he's still got, from when I, spooked him with that boo very, very early on in our interactions, if that's dissipated a bit or if that's still there. So I don't know if you want to roll for that, Joplin, or what.
Is Oswald still slightly intimidated by Jade? Is that the question?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's really a role needed. It's definitely still there, but I think there's an element with Oswald of exactly what's happened with Stubbs, where he's now on the ship and he's doing his job.
The professionalism sort of stepped in. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
He's still got that that intimidation from Stubbs, and if Stubbs was to like square up to him, he would absolutely just like crumple.
Like if I stepped forward too quickly.
Yeah. But he's doing his job. He knows he can do it. He's got a bit more confidence in the physicality of what he's doing here.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
he's not
that's fine.
having to like sit and sing his praises. He's now showing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right, Vicky. Can you give me?
I do think as well. I will say one more thing. I think that night, when after everyone's retired, and JD's going to make the daily report to the captain and say, "A girl fucking load of this, what the kid gave us," and have a good old chuckle about it.
Lottie, can you give me a deception check, please?
A deception?
Yep, in the tower.
Okay.
Oh no. So, Clara comes over to you.
Mm-hmm.
You look like someone who I used to know. Funny, you're sharing a room with Chloe. Now, Vicky.
What do you think you know?
Lottie for Charlotte, isn't it? Why didn't you ever write?
I'm so sorry. There's just so much going on. I had to get away from my old life.
I get it. I'm trying to do the same.
I've moved several places in a short time.
This is in the canteen area, and they're off to a corner having this conversation. Anyone who might be in there can try and listen, but it will be at disadvantage.
I think they're in the clear.
I suppose I don't think that JD takes his meals at the same time as the rest of the crew for the most part.
Well, they all have it at different times. It's not all set times. It's just when the breaks are. Whenever you've wrote them to have their breaks, Stubbs. But Clara, because this will be on the evening after they've finished the shift, that she has this conversation with her. So if you're in there having some drinks with Chloe, did you read the letter I gave you?
I've read all of the letters, yes.
So you know who he is?
Yes. There are many secrets to carry.
Does he know?
Not as yet, no.
That's good. That's good.
I'm waiting for the right moments
Please let me
to share things.
Please let me have that conversation with him. Yeah. I think I need to. Can I have that letter back?
Okay. If that's what you want to do, then yes, you can have the letter back.
And she follows you to yours and Chloe's quarters, and she'll take the letter back. Da-da-dun.
Da-da-da.
Right, and as you all arrive in a metropolis of lights, glittering lights, fumes, because there is a gun factory in this place, there's also a circus, a casino, a brothel. You get to Fortuna. You dock. Captain, do you let anyone know about your plan?
Yes.
Who do you tell? Could you bring him to a little meeting?
I will be telling. I will tell JD.
Yes, because he'll need to leave that place.
Yes, right. I'll tell Barnabus.
Okay.
Right. I will also tell. Oh my good lord! What's his name? Where is he? There he is. Dimitri.
I will add. You know, Lottie can be quite sneaky if she needs to be. If you want to enlist her help.
I want to talk to my main heads.
Okay. They come into the meeting room to have this conversation with you.
Righty. Gentlemen, we have an opportunity here to recruit the Granvilles.
All right, boss. What are you thinking?
Well, this place has a lot of the Cogsworth people in here, and I don't necessarily want to upset them all that much, particularly in light of what we've been tasked with by the guild. So, I would like to try and do this on a semi-legal, give them no recourse. And I want to get a hold of their contracts, which I believe may be out of date anyway. But while I have them, we will know. Now, I do understand that Trixie and Izzy Grand, they're known by you, Barnabas, and I believe that Lottie also put their names forward too.
Barnabas, you especially know Rosa.
I do, but I don't like where this is going, Captain.
Well, the way I see it, we've got maybe 3 options. Now, we can either do this semi way. We could go in and do a bit of kidnapping, which I would not like to be doing at all. We could organize a breakout, so to speak. So there are 3. The only one that I can see that would have no recourse is the contract.
Well, what is your plan?
Barnabas, you would know where the contracts are stored. Because you have to go through the office to go to where you normally go with Veronica. If you are visiting her for that reason.
I honestly didn't think that was the kind of relationship we had.
It was in the past, from what you've told me of your character. It hasn't been in the present, but
I thought it was more of a essentially I'm more when I go beating her off with a stick because I'm not interested.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
if that makes sense.
She tries to get you in there and you tell her to go away. Politely, but you do not like how
he's
this
polite.
is going down.
That is exactly what I'm thinking here. I'm like,
at most, you probably think you might be able to distract her with a drink downstairs in public, surrounded by people. That's probably what you're thinking of. Like,
Captain, I think I understand where this is going, and I don't like it one bit. You want me to entertain the mistress of the entertainment house?
She's always asking after you, Barney.
I know, and I've told her before. I'm not interested. I'm much too old.
Think of this as a logistical challenge.
I'm failing to see the metaphor here, Captain, I'll be honest with you.
All right.
Machines are one thing and women are another.
I don't know, there are some similarities.
I mean, you know me, Captain, I'll do as you ask. But if I may speak plainly, I'm not happy about it, okay?
Dimitri turns to you, Barnabus, and says, think of it this way. You're helping secure the freedom of young girls who should have never been there in the first place. Potentially.
Well, when you put it that way, I can't really say no, can I?
And this is why he's good with charisma.
Alright, so you want to steal the contract. Is that about the long and short of it, then?
Yeah.
I think we need to also talk with the girls to make sure they want to leave.
That's easily done. But yes, that's easily done. They may turn around and say that they're not interested at all. But, as always, we give them their opportunity.
Well, just so happens I have an appointment, so might be able to arrange something with one or two of the ladies there and see about sneaking you in without anyone knowing, if you like, Captain. You have a little mooch about, walk out with a contract, and then they get to walk out right after.
Potentially. But I'm not as young as what I used to be. As hardy as I may be, I am not light on my feet anymore. Basically, I'm not proficient in stealth.
Do you know what's funny?
Mm?
You know that you people of your crew, Vicky, I believe you've got a plus 11 to stealth. That's crazy.
Now, I understand that Lottie would like those girls released and aboard ship. Now, how she knows them, I do not know. That might be worth certainly a conversation. She may have some insights also.
Barnabus, you would know that she's probably been there during her past life. If you want to say anything at this moment?
Perhaps it's worth bringing in young Lottie and on the discussion here. I mean,
do you want Lottie brought in? Sir?
Very well. Yeah, go fetch her.
Captain goes and brings in Lottie. You get her up to speed. Lottie, do you want to join in this quest?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That sounds like so much fun.
Well, there you have it, Captain. You don't need me. I'll be in the engine bay. I'll quickly turn around just to leave.
Dimitri goes, Barnabus. All you have to do is have a drink with her. That's it.
I tell you what. Why don't I send you with some backup? So, young Mr. Smithson and Mr. Hayward, there are two more recent recruits. We are going to one of the most famous entertainment houses. Why not take them and introduce them?
I mean, if nothing else, you can always tell them that, after precisely 10 minutes, you're needed on the ship and there's an emergency. And that should get you the fuck out of Dodge.
And
that was me thinking, how can I get all of the players at this place all at once? That's what that was.
We were just going to dust them out on the ship for a bit.
Just so you know, Stubbs, you could probably get Ava or Garrett to go in after a while and get him out if you needed to. Or, Barnabus can arrange that. But Garrett can come in saying that there's an issue, or Ava can.
I can arrange something, certainly, but I sort of try and formulate what the plan is first.
Okay. So, Barnabus is distracting Veronica. What else is happening?
Well, we need to ask these girls.
Okay. So Barnabus is going in with Eddy and Oswald.
Mm-hmm.
What's Nik doing? Is he going in with Lottie?
I can go in there with... Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you go in with Lottie. Stubbs has an appointment.
Yeah, I've got an appointment, so I'll see all of them when I make my entrance, right? Okay. When I do, as I place my order, I'll slide them a note telling them to, bring me, on the rocks if it's a yes, or neat if it's a no.
Okay. So, are you guys okay to play till past and then we'll finish it there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it's an interesting place to leave it, because we're just about to start something.
I'm aware. So, as I understand, Barnabus, Eddy, and Oswald rock up first, followed by Jody, and then the other two sneak in. Right? Barnabus, Eddy, and Oswald, you three enter. Oh, hi, Mr. Barnabus Oswald. And Oswald, you see Rosa, who you haven't seen since school, since she was taken away. Greetings, welcome to Veronica's Entertainment House. How can I help you today?
Oh, hello there. Perhaps could we trouble Veronica at all? Is she available?
Barnabus, you're finally here.
I like just grip onto Oswald's wrist.
So, what have you come here for?
Let him go and turn round. Oh, Veronica, dear, how are you?
I'm fabulous now that you're here.
Oh, how have you been?
I've been better now that you're here.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I couldn't trouble you for a drink and a catch up, would you?
Of course. Cancel my meetings with the Cogsworths for this afternoon. They can fuck off. This way, and she takes you into the burlesque lounge where you'll be served.
I will look back at Oswald and Eddy and just mouth help.
Do you
Barnabas.
do you two want your own table? Oswald and sorry, what's your name?
Eddy, and he puts his hand out to.
She's shaking a little bit as she shakes your hand. Of course. This way.
Can I sense some sort of if she's shaking while she's shaking my hand, then something's going on. Can I get some sort of intent or actually?
Yeah, give me an insight check into Rosa. She seems nervous. That's what you get on a 10. She seems nervous. How have you been, Oswald?
Good. Is there anywhere quiet we could talk? Looking at Eddy and also picking up like the same sort of thing.
Yeah, this way.
And he'll just sort of look to Eddy as well and like cock his head to say like follow.
Yeah, so Eddy will follow and probably at a little bit of a distance to give them some vague privacy. But he's watching Barnabus because obviously Barnabus doesn't like this what's going on, so he's kind of watching all of his party to make sure everyone's kind of okay.
Is Stubbs coming in?
What was that, sorry?
Is Stubbs coming in? I kind of wanted... Okay, so... I overheard something and I'm a little scared, that's all. So... My friend Natalie has kind of looked after my sisters and I and made sure that we're okay and that we don't have to do the upstairs stuff that we don't want to do. Because it's not in our contracts. And the mean witch, let's call her, is trying to get Natasha married off. She's made an agreement with Natasha's dad, who's a horrible person, to get her married off, so we're not going to be safe. My sisters and I, so yeah. All because my dad likes whores. Sorry, I shouldn't have said any of that.
No, it's alright. What can I do to help?
I don't think anything you could do, because Natasha doesn't want to marry the guy that her dad approved of, because her dad... The reason why Tasha's here is she ran away from her abusive dad, and this is the only place hiring, and that contracts. And for my sisters and I, we just want out of here. We'd never wanted to come here. That day when we left school, it was not through choice. It was to pay my dad's debts. And she starts tearing up. We just want out of here.
A sort of nod. Right. Yeah. Leave it with me.
What do you mean?
See it.
With you?
I'll see if I can help today.
What do you mean?
I don't know yet, but
Okay.
I might be able to help.
She gives you a hug. It's nice to know that you care. Thank you.
And he'll look over to see, to just check what Eddy's doing and make sure that he's still okay.
Does Eddy have Benny with him?
He will have, yes.
That is such a cool mechanical dog. Do you work with Barnabus, right? I show him my little things that I've been working on. It's not too much, but you know, and she makes sure no one's looking, and she gets this gun out, And she just goes, I've got like this elemental blast gun that has like different settings and stuff on. I've been wanting to show him for a while. See her eyes light up as she's showing you this.
Is she showing Eddy and Oswald or just Oswald?
Yeah, both of you this.
Okay. Upon seeing that, kind of knowing where we are, Eddy's kind of like, I would keep that hidden if I was you. I'm sure it's very impressive.
Don't worry, I do. Don't worry. I only have it just in case people get handsy. I'm allowed it. I haven't told her what it does. So, you have your answer, Oswald. At this moment, JD, you have your appointment, and Rosa comes back. You see Rosa enter back into the room, followed by Eddy and Oswald. Stubbs, you have your appointment today.
I certainly do, darling. How are you doing?
She just gives them a look. They know.
Do they now? Right, well, keep it on the hush hush because we're going to try and sort of fix that problem, alright? Oh, alright, none of that, come on.
She checks someone's listening. Veronica made a deal with Tash's dad. And you know enough about Tash to know about this is where she ran from her dad. She's gonna marry her off.
Alright, well, that stops today, alright?
You know what that means.
I do.
About parents.
Look, we're going to get it sorted, alright? So, stiff off a lip and all that.
She presses a button on her podium and Natasha comes out. Stubbs, darling, we have our appointment. Private booth this way. And she takes you to have your conversation.
Okay.
So everything is set up ready, apart from 2 people haven't entered yet to stealthily get in there. Oswald and Eddy, you have your answer. Though there's 4 girls who don't want to be there. Do you tell the captain, or do you stay in a bit longer to keep an eye on Barnabus? Or just one go and one stay?
I was gonna tell the captain, yeah.
Okay, so if you go tell the captain, Eddy, do you want to keep an eye on Barnabus?
Yes.
I would have spoke about it with Eddy as well and just say to him, like, are you alright to stay here while I go and tell the captain?
Yeah, he agrees and offers, do you want Benny to come with you?
If you think it could help, yeah. I'll be as quick as I can there and back, but
I mean, we would be just round the corner. We would just be waiting.
The Skyport is not far at all from the entertainment house, maybe on purpose. So, Captain, you have your answer. You also know that Natasha, who was on your list, is going to be forcefully married off. So that Veronica has 3 other girls that will be working for her with new contracts, potentially.
Okay. I wanted Sonia to be lookout.
Okay. Sonia will be your lookout in the process to see anything that's coming. She has great perception.
Yes, that's why I wanted Sonia.
Okay.
Right. And then I guess we better get started.
Okay. do you want to give Vicky the advantage for stealth for you two, or do you want to do both separate rolls?
I want the advantage because my stealth is only +4.
Vicky's is +11.
Yeah, so I want it.
He needs it more than me.
Absolutely.
However, Vicky, you do have pass without a trace.
I do, yeah.
If you want to put it, if you want to.
Oh, cool. That gives you +10.
So do you want to put that on you too?
Yeah, how do I do that? So I just click on it.
Give me a second.
Use power.
So use power. So I'll drop it on Lottie. And I'll drop it on Cat Nik. Do your stealth checks, please. So this will be a group stealth.
And it's
28 for Vicky.
Wow. 17. That's still really good considering I rolled
Really
2. See, when it really matters, I roll really low.
Been getting worse ones than you today.
Good news. Veronica is completely distracted by Barnabus, so whatever you two do is not going to be noticed. Now, Captain, what is your investigation?
My investigation is +3. My perception is +4.
So Vicky's perception is +8. Her investigation is +1. So we'll do perception for you both to see if you can. Or Barnabus, have you told them where they would most likely find the contracts for when you've been in that room before?
Would I have been able to glean that information as well? Yeah.
Giving them the office layout.
Okay, you've given them the office layout. You can do. Give me investigation with advantage, both of you.
Nope, that's the wrong one. No.
Ooh.
21.
Right.
And Vicky?
Yeah.
Give me yours. There we go. Alright, can both of you give me a d6 each?
A what, sorry?
Here we go. Oh, Captain's got it. You find all 4 contracts.
Get in.
So you find the Granville girls and you also find Natasha's. Now, and reading them...
Is there any more?
There is more.
I want to take all of them.
Vicky, can you roll how many you would get on the d6?
I'll just pick the d6 up and roll it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
Is that the right one? No, 2.
So you get 8 contracts in total. So I'm going to give you the names of who you're going to get because I have a lot of people in Fortuna. Most of them are female. You can thank Jim for this.
It doesn't matter so much who the other 2 are.
Okay.
Well, who the other 4 are. As long as we've got the 4 that we want.
You've got the 4 that
and
you
then
want.
and then another 4.
So you get Natasha,
Which is
Natasha, Isabel, Rosabelle, and Trixabel. So you got the Granvilles and Natasha's.
Yeah.
You get Lila's. You get Ali, Penny, and Teresa. Now, JD, have you ever complained about Teresa?
Don't think complained, no.
she's the one who keeps trying to entrap you. Okay. So you get, that's the ones you get now. You probably, Captain, you know enough about Natasha to know that Lila's her best friend.
Right.
So the 3 Granville girls are there. We move, so you've got the contracts. Can you both give me a stealth roll again for getting out with these contracts unseen? It was, yeah.
Oh, Gideon, look at that.
Not a trace.
On a nat 20 as well. Wonderful. You two are ghosts. You get straight back to the ship. Now, JD, on the conversation with Natasha, do you ask Natasha if she wants to go as well? Natasha, you tell Natasha what you found out from Rosa. She tries very hard not to cry because you know her past with her dad. Because you built that trust with her. I'll go. If you're offering me a way out of this, I'll go. How do we get out of this? So you would know that you have to be there for a full day in Fortuna for the OAPs to leave. So you've got the contracts. Well, you don't know that you've got the contracts, but you've asked her and she said yes.
Right, well, the way I say it is we've got a full day appointment here, have we not?
With my appointments to the Cogsworths, they're trying to find loopholes in the contract that is with the Cartographers Guild. They're also trying to see if they shoot you out of the sky, if they can get away with it once you've set off after the ball.
Of course they fucking are. What else would you expect? Bastards.
Indeed, darling.
Oh yeah, by the way, when we're on the ship, none of this, you know. I have to cut you off cold turkey.
I expected as much, don't worry, love.
Sorry, rules is rules.
Ah, well, maybe there's other boys on the ship who'd be interested. She gives you a wink.
Oof, you're not on the ship yet, love.
Excuse me, not in a booth. I told you no. I've agreed to be your companion for the day, not for any naughty stuff.
Not asking for it. Right. So we got the day, right? Are you packed up?
I can get the girls and Who are you taking with you? You need to give me names.
Oh, I'm going for the Granvilles.
Okay. She nods. Is he come over? She slides you a nod. And she just gives a nod. Izzy's gonna sit with you for a moment, and then the other two will go get their stuff as well. But how are you gonna get us all out?
I'll find a way to make a distraction. You know I can be very distracting.
Behave.
Look, as long as you get out of here with all that, I don't care if I get barred at the end of it all.
Oh, really? Teresa will be pissed if you got barred. You know, she still thinks you're gonna marry her.
Whatever.
She gives you like a big grin. I'll be back in a moment. The Granville comes and sits with you while Natasha quickly goes upstairs.
How you doing there, Reese? And JD just leans forward, points at his face. You think this face would ever tell a lie?
She hugs you.
Right, alright, stop it.
Hey.
I've got a reputation to keep.
Is that play with you? And she gestures over to Eddy.
He's on our ship. Good lad.
Okay. Natasha comes back and she says, well, this has been interesting. I need to nip upstairs, and then her and the sisters swaps and make sure that they've got the stuff where they need to, and her own notices. Nothing. So, before we make a decision how this is going to be done, we'll leave it here.